Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. The Lions at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, but now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Back to throw again. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Looking to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Murray. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Murray running left. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. That is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the ball out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. There's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Arizona. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
The slot man in motion right. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jacobs. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Four seconds, all that remain here this 1st half as the kick gets away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. A final shot before half for Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Murray. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now Murray off play action. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Murray's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll go down right on the edge edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Elijah Higgins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Fights through and now a crease. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Powering his way forward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this is going to be returned from the...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Cougar 19! Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
71 yards.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42, Lions 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play fake. Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Josh Jacobs. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and a yard.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 180 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Ah, what a luxury it is to be able to call on a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the